Dear friends, this is Jagdish Babu, business mentor, business guru for MSMEs and startups. So I am giving you some useful information recent days. Today, I want you to take to a journey gone through one of our finest son of this country, this earth, none other than Mr. K.I. Varaprasad Reddy, the chairman Shanta Biotech. So he's such a nice, humble person, the human being. She's having wonderful experience and he's having a wonderful entrepreneurship journey. So I got chance to meet him 3 to 4 times in different programs. So he was sharing a lot of views, how his entrepreneurship journey, and he was sharing all his thoughts so very clearly and without any prejudice or without anything. He was not hiding anything. So he was sharing his journey, and always he says the entrepreneurship journey is not an easy thing, but one need to work on it and one should get success. So today I am going to share one of the PPT he shared with me quite long time back, but still that PPT and that matter is relevant even for today also. So I thought to make in a video, and I want to come before you with this presentation, such a nice gentleman. So Mr. Konduru Ishwar Varaprasad Reddy is an Indian entrepreneur and a founder of vaccine manufacturing company Shanta Biotechnics. So the government of India awarded him the Padma Bhushan Award for his contribution in the field of science and engineering. So what else needed? The Padma Bhushan. So generally the options for livelihood. In this video we will be mostly talking about who is entrepreneur, what is entrepreneur, what he need to do and what he need to update. So it is for you to make a break the society, benefit or take benefit out of it, serve it or exploit it for your own ends. It's for you. You have right age, enthusiasm running in your blood, courage in your heart, the right qualification on your hand you have. So you can become an employee, self-employed professional and employer. So he is asking us, choice is yours. If you choose to be an employee, give your best and serve the loyalty, take the best from it, for it flourishes because of your efforts. Give confidence to the employer who has placed trust in your ability and sincerity. Help productively quality of service of the company, serve the interest of the country to by dislocating from unethical employer, disassociating. But remember, your everything, yourself and your family will be opting for employment. Clearly, see, the employees are also a most important part of the business process. So I heard some people were asking him, even though you are not from a biotechnology person, so what exactly you are, which subject you most like in a business process, like HR is there, marketing is there, production will be there, R&D, or so many things. He says he take care personally HR, because the retention of the employees and maintaining of the employees and the right attitude, selecting a right attitude for of the employees is very important for the growth of the company or a business, and especially for a startups, retaining or recruiting a right person is very, very difficult. Even if you get a right person, retention is very, very difficult, because always as an employee you have with a bright qualities and a bright prospect, he try to always jump to a better company, better organization, better salaries, better this thing. So he says the HR is very, very, very crucial role. So he liked it, the HR, even though he was looking over other activities also. So employee, he says, emphasized employee, the professional. You can be an advocate, auditor, technical advisor, tax consultant, licensed man. Of course, you will be serving the interest of your client, but took care of the government and the society to while giving counsel. Do not be a party of wrong doings. Do not forget that you are part of the society that gets affected. But remember, when your client flourishes because of your advices, you may get victorious pleasure, but you can never claim to be a change maker. Even a professional also, he advises, be responsible. Be responsible towards your society, towards the government, towards the people, not exactly the employer, not exactly the client. See, he says ethical guiding is important, but even though he says finally, so there are some limitations. A professional cannot be that much change maker as the entrepreneur is. See, if you choose to be an employer, so this is the best option I recommend. He says element of risk is everywhere these days. In these days of mergers and amalgamations, no job is safe. If you are talented, you quit yourself. If not, boss kicks you out. Why hanker after jobs? Be a job maker than a job seeker. Why remain a consultant? Reap the benefit of your ideas yourself. He says, reap the benefits yourself. So employer makes so much difference to society. He improves the lot of not only his family, but of several families of direct and indirect employees and small time businessman. Then him, society gets a product better, simpler, cheaper than the existing one. Through him, the government gets the revenue to finance various development and welfare measures. Through him, country gets brand image if the product is innovative and gives fellow countrymen pride and self-confidence to achieve better. So he says, being an employer, it's a pride. So entrepreneurship is better any day. Among employers, you find traders, distributors, shopkeepers, small-time businessmen. Among all entrepreneurs, wins our heart because of the risk he takes, and his success is most exciting. He stands as a symbol of hope, self-drive, confidence, and tenacity, and society admires and adores them, rather a traditional businessman. So be an innovative entrepreneur. So qualities of an entrepreneur. How to define an entrepreneur? Typically, he is a radical thinker, irrational in his desire for change, has high tolerance to put up with the ridicule, and incongruously optimistic, highly tenacious to put up with the uncertain results, consumed with the passion to do something for the society. So he says the entrepreneur have so many qualities. So very much highly optimistic, so very much tenacious. Even I add up the entrepreneur, generally the person when a person, an employee transforms from employee to employer, when his self-confidence increases, when self-esteem increases, even I can say little ego in a positive manner, when his egoistic level increases in a positive manner, so he becomes an entrepreneur. So when he thinks that I can do something for me, I can do something for the society, and I can give an employment, he becomes an entrepreneur. Who is an entrepreneur? Typically, he is a radical thinker, uses creativity and innovates. He does not go by logic, that makes him very calculative and returns on investment. Irrational thinking takes him to places. Logic will get you from A to B, imagination will take you to everywhere. So he quoted Albert Einstein. Why people innovate? So amazing breakthroughs happen when some people feel that enough is not being done. When they feel inadequate in the present circumstances and internal unrest does not allow them to be complacent. When they have a wrongly cause at the heart and an impossible task ahead. Necessity and innovation. It is said necessity is a mother of invention or innovation, but one should feel the necessity of a change for good. One should have a passion, a drive, a social concern, and madness to do something. The credit for driving me and mad goes to the Geneva Convention. So he was trying to figure out some issues of the Geneva Convention. So on the vaccines front, there was a discussion like third world countries like India or other countries cannot produce these vaccines. So he had once upon a time. So it made him to think, why not we make it? Why not we make it cheaper? And we may support the India and as well as the third world countries with the cheaper vaccines. So that thought provoked him, and he created a very big empire and a very good vaccine for this mankind. Feeling the need. It isn't the incompetent who destroy an organization. The incompetent never get into a position to destroy it. It is those who achieved something and want to rest upon their laurels who are forever clogging things up. So I am Meng. The complacent Indian vaccine makers did not feel the need to move on to the next generation vaccine and stuck to age-old plasma-based ones and conventional vaccines like DPT, BCG, AIDS. So innovate or perish. He said, innovate or perish. Doing the same thing over and over, you are expecting different results is the definition of crazy. Innovation is the prerequisite quality of the entrepreneur, which distinguishes him from a mere trader. If you are not willing to risk the unusually, you will have to settle for the ordinary. And you, Jim Rohn. Innovation is the key. The toughest job of an entrepreneur is the fight established market leader. But the establishment itself creates an opportunity by neglecting R&D on a new products, spending energies on forward integration and backward integration of the existing ones, refusing to think out of box. So if you don't update yourself and if you don't innovate, you will not move forward. See, this is his message. Desire and caution. An entrepreneur is irrational in his desire for change. He may fear failure, but should be incorrigibly optimistic in order to succeed. Your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. Bill Cosby. And learning process, ignorance leads him, and learning process comes much later, long after the project took off. Like a non-swimmer thrown into a water, entrepreneur learns a lot of things out of urge to remain afloat. So an entrepreneur tends to bite off a little more than he can chew, hoping he will quickly learn how to chew it. Roy Ash. So in its interesting quotation. Fatigue and failure should not deter him. He must be tenacious to cope up with resistance, non-acceptance and failure. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. R&D is fraught with uncertain results, but it should not neither compromise on quality nor become complacent. Our business in life is not to get ahead of others, but to get ahead of ourselves. So I, Joseph Kosman. So be a social entrepreneur. So he always advises, be a social. What is social entrepreneurship? Social entrepreneurship means, okay, doing entrepreneurship for a social cause. The profits, okay, will be there. Those profits either may be fully utilized for a social cause or a partially utilized for a social cause. But the profits are really based on the real, very good, reasonable cost and affordable to the customer, and at the same time, it is useful to the employees of that social enterprise also. So social entrepreneurialism is running an enterprise with a social cause. Can social welfare and business go together? Why should an entrepreneur invest hard-earned money for social cause, jeopardizing his and stakeholders' interest? So let us give a serious thought on it. Social concern is a must. Get we must to give. Give we must to live. Getting without giving is existing without living. Individual or corporate disappears equally well. I propose to prospective entrepreneurs, do not base your projections on existing market and limit your aspirations. Be instrumental in bringing well-being and prosperity of the society. As society grows, so does your market. Help them to reach you, they take you to the places. Yes. Very clear-cut advice. If the product, you have the right product with you, you have the right attitude with you, you have the right presentation with you, you have the right proposal to the market, and the market thinks that your product is good, the market owes you. You know not to behind the market. The market owes you, the market runs you, the market feeds you, and market take you to the next level. So I feel the same thing, and this is a master stroke from him. So future entrepreneurs should come out with ideas. Devices using alternative energy like solar, wind, devices that help environment, devices that reduce stress, devices that improve efficiency, devices that boost the morals of the physically and mentally challenged, and any weightage given for the social benefit while considering these projects should be taken up. So, Jai Hind. Wishing you all a bright future, Jai Hind. So, this is the message he given to us, and okay, lot of explanations, lot of this thing. So, I want to make it shorter video, so cut downing lot of things. So, we need to learn from these great masters. So, my aim is to bring this type of lectures towards you. Now, just today, I brought his message through PPT. I promise you, one day, through our platform, a real message through him, through our entrepreneurs and our members will be given. So, thank you once again for watching this video. So, you know, so like the video and subscribe our channel, share the video. So, thank you very much. Jai Hind.